Hey guys, welcome to Qui Talks, the show. And remember, when Qui talks, everyone listens. Today we are here with a special guest. We're going to learn how to meditate from this guy. I want to say his name, but
we're going to say it together. We're going to say it together.
Oh,
are you ready?
Okay. All right.
You got this. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Arashi Supernova. Okay. Arashi Supernova.
Yes.
That's who we're here with today.
I'm sorry.
Money right, new heights. Do you see what I see? Flashing lights, shining bright. Yeah, this is our story. Big screens, big dreams. It's the way I rock. All things salty. Listen to Nick Qui Talks. Do you see those flashing lights? Do you see? I know you see those flashing lights. Do you see those flashing lights? I know you see.
Alright, you guys, we are outside and we are here to start this meditation session. So let us know, what is the beginning process to fulfilling this yoga meditation practice?
So, meditation is so many things, but when it comes down to it, it is about your breathing, okay? First thing you did coming out of your mother's womb was what?
Breathe. That's true, we cried and breathed.
We cried and breathed. And if you get a good meditation in, you're going to be crying too. That's the next level. Okay, so this technique that I picked up is from this man called Wim Hof. He is a breathing guru. This man is known for dropping into ice cold water. He's a white man, so you know that's how they do. But his breathing technique is super unique, and I picked it up, and that's what we'll start with.
Okay, so before we start, can you explain to everyone what is all of this fun paraphernalias we have here?
So, these are just some of the essentials.
Yeah, for the most part.
It's a singing bowl. She sings.
Yes, she does.
And you know, different ones have like frequencies that are specifically for different chakras. I'm not sure. I've had this one since over 10 years, so I'm not sure which one.
Okay.
But they all have different.
Also, different bowls hit different chakras. It's not the way you hit the bowl that hits the frequencies.
Yeah, it's the size and the shape of the bowl.
That's right, because then that's where the sound comes.
Yeah, that's what influences the frequency. So this is a Palo Santo stick. It is a sacred wood from South America. The properties help to cleanse the energy in and around you from negativity. So you light this up and you just breathe it in, let it just envelop your body, your spirit, and it helps to just clear the air.
Wow.
All right? And these are the couple crystals I have. This is a pyrite. It helps to negate negative energy as well. It's all about keeping the negative over there, okay, while we're positive over here. Even though we need both, but in this moment we're trying to vibrate higher.
Yeah.
Okay? This is calcite. It is a very special and unique, well, actually it's not very unique, but it's very common to use when you're trying to elevate and enhance other crystals' vibrations. So you take this one, you sort of give it a good run through over your body, okay? And do you know anything about chakras?
Yes, I know a lot about chakras. Okay. You guys know.
So it helps to actually help align and clear your chakras, which is also what meditation is used for. Breathing. Another technique that I use, and we'll get into it after we do the breathing, is the visual. So right now we'll start with breathing. I'm gonna hit the dong. 1, 2, 1, 2. And so each 2, you then. It's a little rapid.
Yeah, wouldn't that make you hyperventilate a little bit?
No.
Okay.
You'll see. You'll start to feel the tingling in your brain. Like it'll start right there because we're not used to breathing that quickly unless we're like after we just started running.
Of course.
But the brain needs oxygen, right?
Okay.
So in this breathing technique, we're breathing in, breathing out. Once I stop, we're going to exhale everything out of our system, and we're going to sit for 60 seconds. Okay. Eyes closed. You're gonna hold your breath for 60. Now, if you can't do the 60, it's okay. You can just breathe.
Hold my breath for 60 seconds?
This man holds his breath for like 40 minutes. You can do a minute.
I thought you die after 2.
No. See, now the human mind, y'all, we can do anything. We're incredible. We can literally hold our breath. I didn't mean 40 minutes, but it's a long ass time.
Please don't. Not on this show.
No.
Q did not tell you guys to do that.
911 will be on the way. Okay. But we do that 60 seconds.
Okay.
Release. Okay. Well, and then we inhale for 15, and then we start over.
Okay. So we do the 1, 2, 1, 2, and
so
then
it
you
feels
hold.
like this. Okay, and then I'll stop, release it all, count to 60 in your mind.
All right, here are the steps, you guys. Step 1, 1, 2 breathing technique. Inhale, exhale. Number 2, release all your air through exhale. Number 3, hold your breath for 30 seconds or as long as you can. Number 4, inhale for 15 seconds. Hold it, then release. And then, of course, repeat.
If you can focus on your energy being right up here in your chest chakra, okay, your heart chakra, you'll find it less difficult to hold your breath. It becomes less of a thought, like, okay, I'm holding my breath. Like, no, I'm just counting and flapping my wings. Okay?
Oh, so it's a thought process. So if you're thinking about it, it's a lot harder versus if you just allow it to just naturally.
Hold it there and count. And the more you do it, the more you will be in touch with where the energy is. Like it's like a mind's eye thing. It's like you just feel it. It's not a physical thing. It's a you feel where it sits and where it rests. Okay, right here in your heart chakra is where you want it to be. Okay.
Okay.
Ready to get started?
I'm ready, you guys. Are you guys ready? All right.
Okay.
Supernova Arashi. Ain't gonna happen. Continue.
Here we go. Hold for 15.
Okay, we're gonna dig into his brain. We're gonna go back upstairs and we're gonna get more information because this is phenomenal and I'm feeling great.
All the tingles, all the things.
All right, you guys, keep in lock. We'll be right back.
That cat, what I be worried about a bitch for? Talking that quick talk, young fly nigga, I shit talk. Hey, talking that quick talk, young fly nigga, I shit talk. Fuck to a big dog, wanna be house with a big yacht. Hood go crazy, young niggas talking that stick talk. Need that paper, chase that money with a pitchfork. Getting this paper, can't lie, we can get a bit more. Need that cat, what I be worried about a bitch for? Need my stance, fuck a broke bitch, get a rich out. Talking that quick talk, young fly nigga, I shit talk.
Young nigga talking that quick talk, all of you niggas do a shit talk. You on my time, nigga, tit talk. My diamonds water my wristwatch. All of you bitches be flip flop. Just give me some head in the drop top. I know you niggas don't like that, but all of you niggas can kick rocks. This shit crazy. I got the game in the headlock. Need that paper. Fucking the game out of wedlock. Got them stones, like a nigga from Bedrock. Touch my paper, all that I'm doing is headshots. Circus Olay, all of you bitches is freaks, yeah. I'm getting paid, young nigga grind out the streets, yeah. Nigga from day, so you know I keep that heat, yeah. I'm getting paid, no more starving, gotta eat, yeah.
Talking that quick talk, young fly nigga, I shit talk. Fuck to a big dog, wanna be house with a big yacht. Hood go crazy, young niggas talking that stick talk. Need that paper, chase that money with a pitchfork. Getting this paper, can't lie, we can get a bit more. Need that cat, what I be worried about a bitch for? Need my stance, fuck a broke bitch, get a rich out. Talking that quick talk, young fly nigga, I shit talk. Off my tip off, too much sauce shit drip off. Give me that tit top, stains on my jeans from a lip gloss. Been too silent, can't fuck with niggas who flip flop. Start to your honor, free all the real been sent up. Talking that quick talk, young fly nigga, I shit talk. Ain't that nigga get pissed off. I ain't got time, nice wristwatch. Been too on, can't switch up. No brakes, made no pit stop. Bad boy look like a pillow. I run the yard, I'm a big dog. It ain't no snakes allowed. Every time she break it down, I tell her to make me proud. She always get it damn back, she make it safe and sound. Talk my shit, they hated me.
Alright. Adachi. Nope. Okay, Supernova. We gonna stay here. Supernova.
Yes.
We gonna talk about this name. How we got here?
How we got here? So new word. So, Arashi. Arashi is Japanese for storm. I moved up, so I went to college in Hawaii, even more backstory. And I was out there on my own for the first time, and I really had this this epiphany on like identity. Like, who am I? Like, you know, we don't get to choose our identity. You know, it's always chosen for us by society and our parents and conditioning and teachers, blah blah blah, and telling you who to be. It's like, but you get to choose. You get to choose. So I chose Arashi, and he's been with me, that persona, that ego, for a while now. And here he is.
But okay, so now let's moving on. We're moving on from the name. We're going to talk about more so this episode being a meditation episode. So tell me, how many years have you been meditating?
I've been meditating since I came back from Hawaii to New York. I was in a relationship with someone who was very spiritually inclined, and he taught me about spirituality in that sense. So I grew up in like the Christian church, and you know, they don't, you know, it's always like God is over there, you over here, and he's over there.
But
so.
it's also a spirit, but they don't like to touch on that. But okay.
You know, we won't go there. So rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Seriously. But so I got into Nichiren Buddhism first. If you guys are familiar with Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, it is
Tina Turner.
Yes, exactly. The bodhisattvas, they chant to the kanzen. It's a scroll with it's in Japanese. don't ask me to translate. I have no idea. I don't think most people do, but you know, that's another story. But they say Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, and that in of itself is a form of meditation when you are locked in to this vibration, and focusing your thought on manifesting. That's meditation, and there's so many different forms of meditation.
Can you name a few for us, for those who don't know the different forms of meditation?
Yeah, well, it all starts with breathing, but you have your visual, you have your just breathing techniques, you have in art. Artists meditate. When you're creating, when you are in the zone, in the flow, when you're connected to your higher self, when you're receiving that information to that just like that talent, that's meditation. That's you receiving messages. That's you intersecting the message, and then now it's interpreted into your life. That in of itself is meditation. Performance is meditation.
Absolutely.
It's tapped in.
You know, so funny. So many of you guys may not know, but many of you guys know I'm an avid meditator. Many people do not know I take meditation classes. So it's so funny that even there's a portion of the class where we were learning how to meditate with a candle. Just staring at a flame is a form of meditation.
Anything that's going to take you out of your everyday thought. You can close your eyes and listen to the AC running. That is meditation.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I really wish that a lot more Black people would meditate, because it would I feel like we would prosper. We'd be a lot more calmer. We would know how to handle situations a lot better instead of reacting quickly, instead of thinking. What other things do you believe that would help us as a community, minority, not necessarily only Black, but more so in the minority aspect?
Well, it would definitely help to create this conscious mind. We would be able to vibrate on the frequency that we are not going to react emotionally and have a moment. You know, I don't know if people watch Boondocks. Moments happen all the time when
what
you
is
are
that for those
triggered.
who don't know?
A moment is when otherwise logical thinking Black person is caught off in traffic, someone steps in your Nikes, and you don't get the apology or the recognition for what it is you think you deserve from that person, and then it becomes a pride thing, ego
Yeah,
thing.
we
What
start to
you
fall out.
do to me, da, and you're not able to walk
From
away
New
from it.
York, yo, what you do to me, da da da. All we do is sound effects, okay?
And it's like, oh, can we take a breath? Now, if
Yeah.
people were meditating, if they knew how to take a breath, let it go, walk away. Oh, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it, child. We would have so much less of those moments.
Absolutely. Now to rotate back, we're gonna rewind on frequencies. So what does that necessarily mean? Because although I'm an avid meditator, of course I know you guys, but I'm here to educate you guys about it. So what does frequencies mean? What does that mean, vibrating or being at the same frequency or vibrating on the same frequency?
Well, think about crystals, okay? Crystals have different properties, different frequencies, vibrations, because they are metallic. We're always moving, just like what I said about the Big Bang, like this always in motion. Everything's always moving.
Everything is always.
And so everything has a vibration. Sound is a vibration. And so when you're around certain crystals, it influences your vibration. And so when you're in a room of people who are on a different frequency than you feel, I don't know if you feel like uncomfortable, or you're feeling like something is just not, it's not sitting right. But when you're in a space where your vibration is matching the frequency in which the rest of the room is in, you feel like you're in harmony. You feel like you're at home. So when you're at home and you're focused on vibrating higher, your higher frequency allows you to, what we talked about earlier, is to receive messages from your higher self, from that mind's eye telling you to create, or to call that person. Or like if you ever like get a thought about someone and they call you, it's because you guys are on the same frequency. It doesn't matter where you are. Like y'all were frequenting, y'all just like match, like ting, like frequency.
I always told everybody every time they call me, I'd be like, wow, you're gonna live a long time. I literally was thinking about you.
We are all connected. This is what we fail to comprehend. Like we're so much more connected than you can even even comprehend, you know, but
That's
just
true.
to know that what you do affects other people, even if they're miles and miles away.
That is just so. Being miles away, there are some people who are still miles away about even entering that or getting off the exit of meditation. How many of you guys have meditated where you just start fidgeting? You see everything, feel everything. You just can't stand still. You can't sit still. What, like, how would you help those get off that exit and be able to like coast? That
To
if
actually
I'm
just
explaining.
to relax and just be in the moment, to be with your thoughts. Sometimes it's scary. Some people had never given themselves the chance to just sit with their thoughts and just be with themselves. If you've never done it before, it's scary. How do you know who you are if you're not checking in with yourself? Yeah.
That's a great point, because one of the things that I can honestly say that I learned being out here, moving to California, is allowing myself to learn myself. Because I had no choice but to check in with me. I was so used to having, you know, your mom, your dad, your siblings, your cousins, your family, everyone's around you and they're always checking in on you, or they're putting their lives on you.
Yeah.
So you essentially don't really know who you are.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say that meditation has allowed me to like align myself and be more stable. I mean,
Yeah.
Qui Talks, like, look where I'm at.
Right.
I'm a supernova. Arashi supernova. I'm gonna get there.
Period.
We still gonna get there.
Period. No. Because you understand that you have different parts of you. You know, we are different people with different people.
Yeah.
But who are you with yourself? You know, how are you cultivating this energy within yourself to actually make sure that your cup is full enough to then give back to people who actually need you. That, you know, I believe that people are here of service. You know, we're here to help. We're here to do for our brethren. And if your cup is empty, you're just going to be giving up like your stuff. Like, don't give up your stuff. Like, what's in the cup is for you. The overflow, the abundance is what's for everyone else.
He preaching. He came from a whole Christian background. That's preaching right there.
Learn that faith and fear are of the same thing. You know, it's this belief in something that is not necessarily there. But it's obviously they're the same, but if you just switch your perception of it, and it's like not to fear, but to have faith in what is not presently in your current situation. You're on your way to just peace. This is all about peace and tranquility. Again, less the moments, okay? Less fear, less greed.
That's the word, you guys. That's a quote. No more moments, all right? No more. So if you feel like you didn't get enough from this episode and you want to hear more from Arashi, dang it. I was almost there, y'all. Arashi Supernova.
Yes, babe.
Woo! If you guys want to learn more about him, please let us know. Let's start with the website. What's your website?
Okay, so we're working with consistency, right? Okay, so it's Arashi Supernova.com. All right. There's links to my. Okay, I'm gonna spell it for you, right? ARASHI Arashi Supa SUPANOVA.com. You can follow me on IG, Facebook, TikTok. I also have a book out. I am a published writer, self-published. My book is called Arashi, Prince of the Sky. It is available on Amazon. And it is very short synopsis of the book. It is about a young man who is attacked by the manifestation of fear and has to find a way to rid himself of the curse of fear before it kills him. Okay? Fear. On the other side of fear is what? Freedom.
Freedom.
And faith.
Okay.
Freedom and faith. Faith to have the freedom to do whatever you want and to know that the universe is made for you, okay? To be and do whatever you want, okay? With the goodness in your heart. A grateful heart is a full heart, okay? Y'all, so count your blessings. We out here. Visit me. Hit me up in my DMs, okay? I'm out here. Another tidbit in manifestation, okay? We have this ability as human beings to manifest whatever we want. As artists, as a multifaceted artist, you have to be careful with how much you're trying to manifest all at one time. Yes, we can do all the things, but can we do all the things at one time? You're only one person. careful what you're trying to manifest all at once, okay? Give your whole focus into boom, boom, bam. And when it's complete, you move on to the next thing.
One thing I can say I have one issue with is that I can't focus on one. I like to focus on 7 and then make that become 1. And I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback ahead.
Okay, no, I was gonna say I'm not gonna lie, it becomes a little overwhelming, but I want you to piggyback, let me know.
No, well, if it's all encompassing, like I said, it's all under the umbrella of a healer. I do everything from the standpoint of healing, whether that's meditation, if it's massage therapy, if it's personal training, if it's art, like all these things are mediums for healing. It's all about, and we have to heal every day, okay? We're like this. Welcome to Earth, okay?
Right.
Ghetto hot mess that it is at times. We need to heal every single day, which is another reason why I meditate every day. Heal from yesterday and let it go. Heal from yesterday, let it go. Build up your endurance, your drive, your motivation. What inspires you? Tap in, write it down. Oh, and I write every day too, which is why I had the muscle to write a book. Like, that's a whole thing.
That is a muscle you
write
have
it
to
down,
build.
check in with yourself. How are you gonna know what's going on if, time flies?
Literally.
It does that thing, it be flying.
COVID was 1.5 years ago when it first started.
Pew! And where are we? Almost in 2022.
Yo! Yeah, you're right. Time flies.
It just
It
be gone. It be
and the
gone.
older you get, the quicker it goes. All right, we're gonna wrap it up on that note, you guys. All right. Yeah, Arashi Supernova has given us all the gems today. This is phenomenal. I hope you guys really stay tuned or keep in lock with him, because you guys do not understand how not having a nigga moment will make you a better person.
Okay.
So I appreciate you guys. We're gonna give him a hug. I'm sorry, I just have to hug you. He's a piece of peace. You guys, just a piece of peace. Hey everyone, welcome to the Qui Talks show. And you guys all know when Qui talks, everyone listens. Hey. So we have finally aired part 2 of the movie Coercion. We have rehearsed that how many times? Okay,
let me just say, just do this. Coercion. Coercion. Okay, cool, let's do it. And this is the behind the scenes shit you want to get. This shit is terrible. And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Qui Talks show. And as you guys all know, when Qui talks, everyone listens. So we have finally aired part 2 of the movie
Coercion.
Thank you for sharing. Tell me, what is it you need from me? How can we all help?
Who are you?
I'm your voice. I'm your friend.
Wake up. You tripping out. And honestly, that's scaring the shit out of me.
You don't have to go through this alone. Thank you for sharing, and we will get through this together.
Why help one another when you can help yourself to a Long Island iced tea?
I don't need it.
You don't remember all the good times we used to have? All those women and men gave their lives. Tell me, what makes you so special?
I'm meant to be here.
What? I'm surprised that face of yours to get blown to smithereens.
I'm meant to be here.
No, you're not. You lucked out. You're pathetic.
I deserve to be here!
Good, Peter. I'm glad you're sharing.
I can do this. I can fight it.
Peter, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're sharing. You've gotten a lot better.
I have.
If you never try, you'll never know.
You know your dad can treat you better than I can. You know what you gotta do, right? Go ahead. What you waiting for?
Try to put me in the ground 6 feet. Yeah. Fuck around, you be in the ground 6D. Yeah. You gon' need DLC. Yeah, we creepin'. Come through that door, I swear to God, you ain't.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Qui Talks show. And as you guys all know, when Qui talks, everyone listens. So we have finally aired part 2 of the movie,
Coercion.
So we are here with executive producer Rosa Valeno.
Yes.
Rosa Valeno, executive producer, explain to us, like, where did the concept of this movie come out? Before we get into that, you guys, this is Suicide Awareness Month. And if you guys watched the first episode and today's episode, then you understand why the movie was aired today and yesterday. So let's start with the concept. Well, why did you create this?
So honestly, it's so crazy. I had an idea to make a film, and we got into the 48-hour film project, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so I just
What's the 48-hour film project?
You have to make a movie in 2 days. Write it, cast it, film it, edit it, everything.
And
Get
this
it
was
done.
a challenge or something?
This was a challenge, yes.
Okay.
So I called up all my friends and I'm like, you guys want to make a movie? You guys want to make a movie? And everybody said yes. So I had a cast of 18 people, and I helped co-write, lead the team and executive produce it, but this particular film, those were our subjects. We got comedy and horror. Or sorry, sports and horror, and we decided to stick with the horror theme, and we were all, I guess, in a certain place because the script wrote itself, you know, and so we wrote it out and everything, and we casted everybody, and it worked out. So they did a phenomenal job.
Okay, yes, they did. Did you guys see that? First thing first, it really hit everything on the nail from the different types of suicide. So you cast yourself in a 48-hour project. Is this a project or a competition? I'm guessing you saw somewhere.
It was a competition, yeah.
Okay, and then you called up all of your friends. How was that process? Did you start writing the film first?
No, you can't do anything until you get into the competition. When they give you your topic, you go home and start writing.
Gave you a
They gave you your topic, you have to, and
we
had to use
Blink.
if you look at the movie, we had to use a blow dryer, right? And we had to use the term,
interesting.
There's one term in the movie that we have, I can't think of it right now, but it's like, you'll hear it quite often, and we had to have that phrase, the hair blow dryer, and it had to be about a certain thing. So we had to write everything in it and do it specifically around. It was about 4 or 5 of us that helped write the film.
In 48 hours.
We had the location scout, we had SAG actors on set. We had to have all this paperwork done. We had to have music put into the film. Everything had to be done. So I just knew to call thank you guys so much to everybody that was on the cast. I had to call everybody and just kind of pull us all together. Maybe like a week before, I was kind of like, this is what I'm thinking about doing, and everybody was like, yes. And so,
and then you went in and
we went to the gym. It was like it had to be about maybe 150 filmmakers or something like that. We all came into this big gym. This is before COVID. All came into this big gym or whatever, and we all picked topics and different things or whatever. We knew who our director was going to be because we had hired, everybody has to do it for free. The SAG actors, me, everybody, this is all, nobody can get paid for anything.
See?
So they all did this for me for free. They stayed awake for 48 hours for free. I love them.
I'm just shocked about the 48 hours. Produce a whole movie in 48 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the movie. Okay, you had how many different types of form of suicide? Within the whole entire discussion group, you had the girl with the pills.
Yeah, so we had pills. We had the opportunity for, not opportunity, that's a bad word, but there was the angle of choosing gun. There was cutting yourself.
Yes.
And the other one was she had a car accident because she was drinking and driving.
So why did you come up with those 4 angles? Why those 4 specific?
I think
suicides?
Because we wanted to be realistic, right? People go through things, and it was funny that this came out prior to COVID or whatever, but when you're in those things, and what was so interesting was the character Wrath. Wrath was in the movie as the voice, right? So he's in everybody's ear. That's why he's kind of walking around and he's like, remember that thing you used to do, or
that's
blah, blah. Yeah.
That person in your head that's always telling you, no, no, no.
And so we wanted to choose realistic scenarios that really capture what happens in real life. You know, car accidents are real. People slice themselves. People, like, for instance, Paul, who plays the character in a movie that puts the gun to his head. For him, he's the only one that lives. Right?
Why is that?
Because I wanted to show a triumph, and I felt like I'm prior military, so I have a soft spot for military people.
Happy Veterans Day.
Even though all my friends was like, you killed all the black people off. I was like, I'm so sorry that I made a movie and all the black people died. The psychologist lived. Listen, but Paul was great because he was a veteran and he was having a PTSD moment and all of this guilt and different things like that. And I wanted to capture a character. When I was casting everybody, or we were casting everybody, he was the one that had the most innocence. For me. You know what I mean? And I wanted to capture that, and I wanted someone to live.
And with having Paul being the person that lived and everything, and then did each cast decide which character they wanted to be, or you actually did casting directing?
It was very judgmental.
I was about to say, was there real casting directing?
I took everybody's headshot, taped it on the wall, and was like, you look like this. This could happen.
I'm not gonna lie, you cast that the negative talker in your head. You cast him well, because he looks evil.
Wrath,
Wow, that's amazing.
And he's such a sweet guy. Oh my God, like boxer, like musician, engineer. He's a really dope guy. Thank you, Rats, for being so awesome. But everybody, it was very judgmental. We were literally like, she looks like an alcoholic. And we made her an alcoholic. And we're like, this could happen, this could happen. And honestly, the characters just created themselves and spoke themselves into existence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm so happy that you were able, especially bring the characters into existence. What I really was happy about was that you were able to touch on every, like, different aspects of stuff people that are battling. I actually was doing some research, and they said that the suicide rates have gone down since COVID. Of course, you know, people are dying originally from COVID, so people are like, if I'm gonna die, I might as well let this thing take me instead of taking my life, honestly. Now, it's not a joke, I'm not joking, but in true reality, that's what the market research is showing.
Yeah.
And I was happy to see that you were able to touch on that, and it showed like regular people that you would never think, because they think alcoholics look sloppy and all over the place, and
they all gathered in that one room.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what each other's lives was coming from. Like, no, like, you know, she started, like, for instance, we opened the scene with the girl bleeding. You know what I'm saying? And doing her hair or whatever.
Yeah,
just
like it's normal,
time.
and then she, all of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute, I thought this was about to be a fun, happy movie. So I love that idea.
Yeah.
And I appreciate how you've expanded on the normality of what these people look like.
Cause it's real. You know what I'm saying? We don't, like, when you look at trials, tribulations, and different things like that, it doesn't have a face on it. You know what I mean? Like, love doesn't have a face. Love can, you know, neither boast nor brag, etc., etc. So, like, the same thing.
Okay, Corinthians.
But, like, the same thing in this regard. Like, you can't look at me and be like, oh, she's been through a traumatic experience. You don't know.
Yeah.
You know? And so we have to have compassion for people, and that's really what I wanted this movie to depict, was that and everybody, like, for instance, Nia, who was cast as the young lady who was scratching, cutting herself. Yeah, she made, in order to be in the film, she said, I need you to put the suicide placard in the film. So she's the reason why that's in the film.
Wow.
Because, she had experienced a recent loss in her family, and that was the most important thing to her, was to see that and let that represent itself and help others.
That's a whole nother story. I wish I can have a whole Q&A with the casting crew. You know, when this finally picks up, Tribeca Film Festival, somebody picked this up, because this is beautiful. Sundance.
We did get a HOPA award. We did get.
Yes, they have. Yes, you guys did.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you. We got Best Independent Short Film in 2020 during COVID for the film, and that was really cool. So, like I said, shout out to the casting crew. This is
just the beginning. I'll be there for the press event, because you guys know Q got the questions, and I do want to ask the cast a lot of questions. But for those who do have questions for Rosa Valeno, where can they find Miss Pretty Lady?
All right. Well, I am at Rosa, RosaVeleno. My other company is Mega Intervision. That's at MEGAENTIVISION. Handful, isn't it? But yes, that's me. And then, you can check out the movie on the YouTube. We'll have it up very soon, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. And, you know, the end of the day, like, what I really want you guys to take away is kind of to pay attention, you know what I'm saying, to have compassion for people, and just listen, you know what I mean? When that friend calls you and something is going on, like if they're off, etc., like, be there for them, even if, you know, we're all busy, we all have things going on, but you never know what that 1 second or that one hug, that one compliment, etc., can do for somebody. So,
call a friend.
Happy Awareness Month.
Literally. So for those who do not know, I do want to bring light to the fact that Rosa Valeno is the reason why I have this show. She is behind the camera. She is also the rapper on the theme song from New York to LA, LQ.
From New York to LA, LQ.
So it's her. This is my co-producer, Rosa Valeno. So keep watching us. We're on the rise. That's it.
Because when Q talks, everyone listens.
Yes. All right, till later, you guys. Bye.